What's up, guys? Gonna do some more cardboard cutting. I can articulate the screen around, and now I can show you stuff in the viewfinder like this without having to get behind the camera and actually do it manually, which is very, very, very cool. Love that. Love that I can do that. It's kind of hard to do. I gotta get used to it. Everything's backwards. Kershaw tilt Vanax75, as you can obviously see. The edge angle is like 36 degrees inclusive. Actually, I can tell you. Well, thought I could tell you. I don't know where my notebook's at. I'll annotate it in. Not a shallow edge, not an obtuse edge. Just kind of a good compromise. It should cut well though. Not gonna. I don't have any benchmark or anything like that. I'm just gonna cut until I think it's dull enough, and then I'm done. Trying to see. I guess the angle's right. Initial sharpness is what you would expect from coming straight off of a wicked edge. It's good, in other words. I like this. So I'm just going to start cutting. I'm going to tell you how I feel it cuts, how comfortable it is. This is not in place of the rope cut test or anything like that. This is just an addendum, just something else I want to do to have fun. No, we don't have kids. If you see the loves. Vanax75 is a high carbide steel, so it should hold up pretty well. Although it's gonna fall into a toothy edge and not retain a super high level of sharpness, I don't think. Right now it's still really sharp. If it's anything like other high carbide steels, it'll just turn into a toothy edge. I really like this. I can actually watch myself on camera and make sure I'm in frame, which is very, very cool. I can tell you that the knife is comfortable. Very, very comfortable, actually. How are the colors? I look a little blue. I really need to get some better lighting in here for shooting videos. Really comfortable so far, no hot spots or anything like that. Test sharpness again. Still really, really sharp. So we'll keep going. I am choking up and putting my hand in the choil. I'm not gripping it back here. I'm gripping it right here. Man, you could see that in my wrist really bad, can't you? I have a ganglion cyst in my wrist. I've had it since I was young. It grows and it shrinks. If I do a lot of things on my wrist, it'll get sore and grow like it is right now. If I don't work with my wrist a lot, it'll go away for a little while. But right now, it's showing pretty bad. But yeah, I'm gripping in this grip with the choil in my index finger. Really comfortable also. You have a lot of control over the blade. I mean, I can do S-cuts in cardboard. I will go back on it like this and see how comfortable that is. Just as comfortable, honestly. Although you do lose a little bit of that leverage. I find my wrist going back when I cut. So I like choking up. Gives you more of a slicing momentum. The flat edge actually works really good for cardboard cutting. A lot better than I thought it would. And you actually do get to use most of the edge. So I'll go ahead and test sharpness again. Wow. It's still still perfectly clean. That's good. This thing is holding its edge like crazy. It's doing very well. Gonna bump up the brightness just a tad. Don't know if it was dark. It looks a little too bright now, doesn't it? Guess I'll leave it where it was. Still trying to figure out the best settings for this camera. I mean, I've got the actual video settings nailed down, but the exposure and gain and everything like that, I'm still dialing in. So be patient. Go ahead and test sharpness one more time. Still perfectly clean. You could not ask for anything better than that. So I guess we'll go ahead and keep cutting. This is doing better than a lot of knives I've tested. A lot. In cardboard cutting at least. And I said it would lose its fine edge pretty fast, and that's not happening. So I guess this kind of bucks the trend of carbide rich steels losing their fine edge really quickly. Wasn't expecting the flat edge to cut this well either. Normally when I have a pile of cardboard like this, knives are about dull. At least the ZT560 was at this point. Pretty dull. This thing is still extremely sharp. I mean, I could cut slowly. Wow. Okay. See if it shaves. See how it exposes. Does the exposure while I'm... There it goes. It metered for it pretty well. It's making my skin look really strange though. It's blowing out the highlights. Alright, let's see if it shaves. If you can see the hair. It barely scrapes off hair. So it's not shaving sharp, but it's definitely still phone book paper slicing sharp. Wish I could get it to meter correctly. It seems overexposed. Sorry, I'm torturing you with all the stupid camera complaints. Not really complaints, just observation. People were saying that the quality is not as good as the camera I was shooting on. That's obvious. The camera I was shooting on was a D7000, which is a digital SLR. I mean, you're never going to get a camcorder that takes that quality of video unless you get a super expensive, like $5,000 camcorder, which I can't afford. But this camcorder is the best quality that you can get pretty much today for the consumer market. This is what they call prosumer, pretty much. It's about as good as it gets. But it makes making videos so much easier, so much more convenient. So, test sharpness again. I think that was a little bit of glue on the edge that was causing that. Still slicing like it's nothing. Wow. Wasn't expecting that at all. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but this cardboard has a reddish tint to it. That's a good indicator that it has clay in it. This is the kind of cardboard that you can cut, and if you cut in a semi-consistent area like this, you'll actually have a pile of dirt left over. And it's from super, super dirty cardboard. So I'm probably not going to cut that right now. That's a substantial pile of cardboard. I think I'm going to call that good for the test. Not scientific at all, but the results are kind of undeniable.